taught my daughter that when it comes to bullying, there are no limits to what I will do. There are no limits. But equally, I've taught her that there are parents out there who will have the exact same attitude as me, meaning if she bullies, they may have no limits to what they do either, which is why she shouldn't bully. I've also taught her that bullying can cause children to unalive themselves, because it absolutely does. I've also taught her that if you're a bully, you make me look bad. That makes me look like a bad parent. Do you want me to look like a bad parent? No, so don't bully, because I taught you better than that. There's two types of bullies. There are the ones that do it sort of out of peer pressure, so they might not be calling anyone names, they might not be saying anything, but they will laugh along with it. There are those type of bullies. They're the instigators, and I do blame parents for them. Once that child is a certain age, I blame parents for that, because I've seen it firsthand. I remember when my daughter was in infant school, she was in year 2. We were standing in the playground, me and the mums, waiting for the teachers to open up the classroom. There was a girl, she was biracial, she had afro hair. It obviously hadn't been brushed, and obviously hadn't had any products put in it. My child's biracial, so I know all about the products that certain hair textures need. As this girl walked into the playground with her mum, other kids started laughing and were whispering to themselves like, look at her hair, look at her hair. My daughter started giggling as well. I grabbed my child so fast, pulled her aside, because I wasn't going to embarrass her in front of her friends, but I pulled her aside and I told her, don't you dare laugh, and I explained why. That it is bullying and it is nasty and it's going to make that girl feel terrible and it's not the girl's fault, all of this. And I took my daughter back to her friends. The 2 other girls that were there were still giggling and laughing about it. Their parents stood by and did nothing, and they could fully hear what their children were doing and saying. And those 2 parents didn't tell their children to stop laughing and making fun of the girl. Those 2 girls, I don't know where those 2 children are now, but if they are bullies, I wouldn't be surprised. And I do blame the parents, because their parents had a perfect opportunity right there to stop it and they didn't.